guys, it is me, Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing story time about the time I got unexpected brain surgery. This happened almost 2 months ago at this point. By the time this video is up, it's probably going to be around like 2 months after brain surgery. And so yeah, I got it like end of January, beginning of February, around then. If you guys want to hear about how I ended up getting unexpected brain surgery, keep on watching. Let's just start out with my trip to the eye doctor in mid-January. I think it was in mid-January of 2020, which is this year. So I went to the eye doctor, normal appointment, an annual, eye doctor appointment. So me, my middle brother, my middle youngest, and then my mom go to the eye doctor. So, getting our eyes checked and whatnot. And usually it'll be like, oh, you need a new prescription, and oh, you're all good, whatever. Now this time they said, for me at least, my brother, he's all good, whatever, our eye doctor says that I believe my ventricles in my eyes were swollen, something like that. And so that was concerning to my eye doctor, and so she said that we should see, me and my mom, I should go see neurologist, like a neurologist, the brain doctor, so an ophthalmology, eye doctor, ophthalmologist and eye doctor. Basically when I was supposed to see a neurologist, I was supposed to get a couple tests done, right? And because of that, my eye doctor communicated with some of my other doctors, and so they all accordingly decided that I should just go to the hospital and see neurology there. So basically everything in the same building, but my doctors accordingly decided that I should get the MRIs. And what was supposed to have been done is I was supposed to get a spinal tap done, and because I was supposed to get that done, they wanted everything to be in the hospital. So there I was in the hospital. I went to the hospital that following Monday because I went to the eye doctor I think on like a Wednesday or a Thursday. So that following Monday, I believe. So me and my mom and dad, we went to the hospital that afternoon, and then I got an MRI done. Right, I got an MRI done, and I ended up staying overnight because we didn't have the results back. I thought, okay, I'll be home by tomorrow, right? Because I thought, okay, they do this test, do anything else I have to do, I'll probably be fine. I can go home the following day. Next day, the results come back from that MRI, and I have to get another MRI done, which is good and bad. Good because I don't have to get the spinal tap done because I thought I was gonna have to get that done, but they realized based on what they saw from the first MRI, I don't need to get that done, which is good because that would have involved me being poked in the spine, to put in short. Which I think that test is actually quicker than the MRI, but beside the point, I ended up getting an MRI. This one was around the same length as the first MRI the previous day, so 45 minutes-ish. And so I got that done that day, and so then the results didn't come back, and so then I was there yet another night, and so I thought, oh, okay, they see this, it'll be like, oh, okay, I can probably go home the next day. No. So the next day, at this point we're at Wednesday, right? And so then I find out on Wednesday, they had, see the results and whatnot, and then basically, to put in short, we realized that the best option for me is brain surgery. And here's basically why. I mean, they had 3 options, 2 of which were surgeries, I believe 1 of which was a pill. The pill wasn't really gonna work, they kind of knew that wasn't really gonna be a good option, so they threw that one out the window. And then so they decided on, out of the 2 surgeries, they decided to do, I believe it was like a shunt, I believe. Basically what they did was they stuck down like, and I'm not a medical professional, so, probably not using the best wording here, but they essentially stuck like a wire type of thing, they essentially stuck like a thread type of thing, kind of like down, like here-ish to like here to drain fluid properly, my head to like my stomach, and for it to drain out, because my fluid from my brain was not draining properly. I believe it's called hydrocephalus. The thing is, if I didn't get that fixed, that could have resulted in very bad things. So I did not end up leaving the hospital because they wanted to get me to have surgery the following day. Basically, the next day I had surgery. That next morning, super early in the morning, my mom and I, we were waking up early in the morning. My mom was waking up first, and then and so I'm like, oh yeah, okay, great, and then we go downstairs to the surgery floor or whatever, and then we go in this other room. So I went down to the OR operating room floor, operation floor, surgery floor, the surgery floor, basically. And so I went down there, and I went to like the pre-op room, like the before your operation or whatever. Just, I went to that room for like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes, not even that long. And then I got taken to the surgery room where they put me under like anesthesia and whatnot. And at that point, my mom was not with me at that point. And I went down the hall literally to like the room where they put me to sleep. If I have a picture of me like in that room or something, I'll like put it here. I went to sleep for a whole day. You guys, I went to sleep that Thursday morning, and I woke up Friday. And so, mind you, I'd been sleeping for over 24 hours, so I was, kind of out of it. And so, I wake up the next day, all the doctors in the room, whatever, my parents, whatever. The first couple of days were rough. Again, it was brain surgery, so of course I did have some headaches. And also another thing I forgot to mention is, so as I said earlier, they put something up here, and so there's like a little bump on my head right here, and it goes, and it's like kind of like all the way down here to like my stomach, because the fluid has drained to my my stomach, so I have like a little like, I have like stitches on my stomach that are like slowly dissolved, and I have like stitches on my head which you can't really see. And I remember when I, the first couple of days I had like really bad headaches and stuff, and I like, not stomach ache, but it's like, like kind of like muscle pain like here, because like, the stomach's like a muscle. Yeah, because there's stitches and all that, and so it was rough. And on top of that, of course, I'm tired. And here's the thing about this particular brain surgery: it's a minor brain surgery, according to my surgeon, who did a great job, by the way. Oh yeah, apparently this is like considered a minor brain surgery in the neurology world, the doctor world, compared to other surgeries that have been done regarding the brain. Which, thinking about it now, and like, yeah, that makes sense. And so I remember before surgery thinking, oh, when am I going to get home? Like, when am I going to get to go home? And my surgeon told me that, it depends on the person, of course. And some people go home within the same day even, or like within the next couple of days of their surgery, a couple days after. Some people it takes a bit longer, like even over a month for some people. After surgery, I was in the hospital again. After that's in the ICU, so same floor. I don't remember if it was the same room. I believe it was the same room as before. I was in the ICU, intensive care unit. And I believe I spent 8 days post-surgery in the hospital, more or less, a little over a week, around a week, which, is considering things pretty good. In my head, I'm thinking now, about, like, this is brain surgery, and, like, I think when people think of brain surgery, they think of, like, really, like, oh my god, like, you're gonna die, or, like, near-death experience type of thing. And I guess technically this is a near-death experience, because, like, for all I know, I could have died, had this gone untreated. So thanks to my eye doctor, thanks to all the people who, luckily, my eye doctor, found this, and, the brain doctors, brain surgeons treated this, and all that. And so yeah, basically that's what happened. In the time slot between surgery and leaving the hospital, the first couple days I really didn't eat or drink. I had IV fluids, so of course I was drinking. But like, I'm tired, again, I had stitches on my stomach, and when you eat, food goes to the stomach, and also I had I was recovering from anesthesia. Basically, I was tired and it was rough. Like, to put in short, I was tired and it was rough. And so, I wasn't really eating or drinking, and yeah, and of course, they weren't really allowing me to eat and drink right away for kind of obvious reasons, and I was kind of like tired, and I was like sleeping on and off in the daytime for the first couple days after surgery, but like I was still awake. And then afterwards I kind of got better and stuff. One of my friends, I'm trying to think how many I had. I had a friend who visited me a couple times. Of course, like my family members, like my dad and my mom, like they obviously were there. My mom stayed with me every single night that whole time, but of course my dad came, and hung out there. You know what I mean? So like I had people come and visit. Not that many people now that I think about it, but yeah. And yeah. And the first couple days before surgery, when I was getting tested and stuff, I also got to go to like other sections of the hospital since I was not sick or anything like that. And so I was allowed to like go to like the teen lounge and like get like a mini tour of like other parts of the hospital for like, for like kids who, aren't sick and stuff and aren't able to go to, like, or not like well enough for lack of a better term, were allowed to leave their room to go to like the teen lounge or like, the playroom or whatever, or the karaoke room or whatever. And so I got to go to those different rooms. And usually when I'm in the hospital, I'm sick, or I'm just, super tired, say, I'm usually super sick with the exception of the times that I went there for surgery, in which case, after surgery, you're very tired, and I'm just like, And so yeah, before I had surgery, I did get to go like out of my room and leave my room and not be isolated. We are in self-isolation now. Oh, something I forgot to mention is that like for recovery things that did help, or of course pain meds, and by pain meds I mean honestly like the main thing I was on was Tylenol, which a lot of people have been on Tylenol. It works well, at least if you're not allergic and you use it in the right way and you use it responsibly. So, it does the job, and for me it does the job. And the first couple of days I was on I think another pain med that was a bit stronger, and I don't remember what it was called. I was on another stronger pain med for the first couple of days post-surgery, just because my head hurt, so yeah, I was on that. But then after that I was just like on Tylenol, and then when I got home after surgery I was still on Tylenol, I believe, for a couple days or a few days. But then after that, like now my head feels fine, my stomach feels fine, it's fine. And there was a lot of scarring on the side of my neck, and then like down like along like to my stomach, kind of where the wire was, and it was like a lot of, not scarring, I'm sorry, there was a lot of bruising. And so here I remember my friend came over, I think it was a few days after I had gotten home from surgery, right, a few days after I left the hospital, like got my arm. I remember I was showing my friend like my neck, and I had like a bruise here from like the surgery, whatever, and there's like a wire going down my neck, but yeah, it's like not there anymore. It's like all the bruising is gone, the pain is gone, I'm fine, my head is fine. I actually went to a follow-up appointment a few weeks ago to see my neurosurgeon who did my surgery and stuff, and everything looks good. That's the story of how I got brain surgery unexpectedly, because of course 2020 is bringing us some not so good things, but I'm fine now and it's all good. And And let me know if you have had brain surgery or any other expected life health events happen to you. You know, I mean, of course we have the coronavirus going on, and that's very unfortunate, but which is a very unexpected health crisis pandemic. Let me know if you've had any crazy unexpected health related event happen to you that, you know, result in like a near-death experience, like an emergency surgery. If you wish to share your experiences down below, feel free to do so. Also, let me know if you, and yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more like sit-down story time type of videos. I don't have that many story times I could share, but I do have a few under my belt that I could probably share. So let me see if you guys want to see videos like that, and just let me know what videos you guys want to see in general. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Also, go follow my Instagram, which is TheMaddieInsider, in which I'm very active on there, and I've been active on there lately. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. See you guys next time.